All right, welcome back to our CDL or Bust viewers. I'm Gary Kicinski. I'm the digital media editor at Transport Topics. I'm pitch hitting for David Elpin today, who's en route to Louisville, and he'll be on site for the final day of class on Tuesday and the graduation exercises on Wednesday and Thursday when our CDL or Bust students in two groups take their CDL exams on Wednesday and Thursday. So today we are joined by Wayne Meenach. Wayne, how are you?
Doing pretty good.
Great. So we are on day 15. We only have 2 more days of class, and then everyone goes for their tests this week. So give me a sense of what your current overall state of emotions is. Are you nervous, excited, somewhere in between? How do you feel?
I'm nervous about the test, but I think that we're well prepared. So we just got to focus, slow down, and make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's through the process.
Right.
Don't get too far ahead of yourself.
Okay. So you've got about 2.5 days left before your group takes the exam. What is the single thing that you are focusing most on to make sure that you're all set for that test?
Well, the first thing that you got to get through is your 4-point and your NCAP. So, I'm focusing on all of it, but you got to get past that to go to the next step. You do that, then you do your pre-trip, then you do your maneuvers, and then you do your driving. So it's kind of you got to get through step 1 to get to step 2.
Okay.
So I'm making sure I have all that down just the way they want it.
Okay. And is the tricky part involved there? Is it the specifics of the language, or is it the quantity, the amount of information that you have to master? What's the challenge there?
The challenge is do everything in a certain order.
Okay.
For the 4-point, it has to be done exactly in a certain order, a certain way. And if you don't do it that way, you don't get to move on to step 2. So that's what I'm focusing on. Step 1, doing it just in order, just the way they want.
Okay. So in your case, let's presume that you passed the test, and you're sort of in a good position then. You're sort of like a free agent in a sports league. You can either take some of the offers that you already have in hand, or that you're sort of been, looking at, or you can play the field and talk to some of these companies that have come in, or even scout around. Do you have a sense yet for what direction you probably want to go in?
I'm going to take some time and just hear what everybody has to say. And like you said, I'm going to play the field and see what works out best for me and my family, whatever situation.
Okay. So as you consider various companies then, tell us what are the things that are important to you that a company offers that would help you make a decision?
Home time with the family and what kind of the benefits they have. It isn't always just about the hourly pay, medical, dental, vision, retirement, stuff like that. I'm not the young pup anymore, so I have to be focused on that aspect as well as the hourly wage or however many cents per mile they pay.
Okay. And let's look at it from the other side of the coin too. Let's say that you're talking to a trucking company right now. What would you tell the trucking company that would make you a good hire? What are your characteristics besides the fact that you just passed the CDL? Why would we hire Wayne Meenach?
Well, I'm very dependable. I do what I say I'm going to do. I show up on time for work every day, ready to go, self-motivated, and I don't have to have somebody looking over my shoulder, make sure I do everything the way they want it done, and stuff like that.
Okay. So I'm sure the word has drifted down to you guys that the examiner who's going to be giving the test is known to be a bit of a stickler. So let's just ponder the worst case scenario. Suppose that something happens and you end up not passing the test, or have you even allowed yourself to think about what your reaction would be if something like that happens, or what your next steps would be?
No, my plan is to pass it the first time.
Good.
That's my good.
Okay. A lot of confidence there. So we're in, again, day 15 of your 16-day Truck America training course. As your training is coming to a close, how well do you feel like you've been prepared for a job in the trucking industry?
I'm pretty prepared. I'm sure that each company has their own certain standards that they want to meet, and you're going to have to go through additional training no matter where you go. But here, you get a lot of training here. We went over the road driving a big Kenworth, We've done all our maneuvers here, that you're going to need when you need to back up to a dock door, all kinds of stuff. So I'm pretty prepared.
Good. And I don't know if TAT will give you guys any kind of a course evaluation form, but suppose they did and they asked you, what one thing would you do to improve or change the course? What would you say to that?
The one thing to change this course here,
Yep, or improve it.
to improve it, I do have one thing, is that I would have a way to. The hardest thing about driving on our test is going to be to do your right turn. And, we do a lot of right turns out there on the road, but I'd like to see a place here to have, to show you how to do something through the motions here, the techniques that they would use. And then as you learn them, then you can take it out there to the road. But that's about it. Other than that, they do a real good job here.
Okay. And tell us what makes the right turn more difficult than the left turn. Is it the mirrors and blind spot aspect?
It's because of the other traffic.
Okay.
You have a smaller area to turn in than a left turn. Left turn is a lot easier. Still have to be aware and all that stuff, but right turns are just a lot harder. I have it. I got it down. I didn't damage anything or hurt anybody or hit any stop signs, but they're tricky.
Right. So as we're talking to you, this week of September 11th to 17th is National Truck Driver Appreciation Week. Um, do you have any different appreciation for what truck drivers do on the job compared to what you thought, 4, 5, 6 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, it's changed the way I look at trucks totally. I guess I was one of them people that really didn't even pay attention to trucks before this, and now I find myself, giving them the extra room they need and being courteous and, realizing that, they have a big blind spot that you need to stay out of in a smaller vehicle and just things like that I didn't ever really pay attention to before I got into this program.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's say it's 2 or 3 years from now, and National Truck Driver Appreciation Week comes around, and you're working for a trucking company, and the boss comes to you and says, Wayne, I really want to show our drivers how much we appreciate them. From a driver's perspective, what would you suggest that the company can do to show their appreciation?
That's a tough question. I really don't know. I mean, on what level are you talking about?
Well, it's pretty open-ended. I mean, a lot of companies will, have barbecues or bring in food or offer coffee or offer bonuses or.
Oh, that's good. I mean, if it's driver appreciation and you've met some, certain standards and safety and stuff like that, a cookout would be good or you know, a safety award, something.
Great. Yep, food usually, no one ever turns down food.
No, everybody likes food.
Okay, so Wayne, since this is the last time we're speaking with you, we thought we'd do something a little bit fun here for the our last video. We want to play a quick little game with you. And we
Okay.
actually have 2 games to choose from. So you can play Get to Know Wayne or CDL or Bust Trivia. What would you prefer?
Let's do the trivia.
All right. That's what Joey chose too. Joey got 9 out of 10 on this, so you have a room
Oh,
to top him. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Which student in the class has a dog named Diesel?
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh. They get harder.
Jesus.
You want
What
to pass
student?
and come back to it?
I'll pass that one. I've never even heard that one. There would be a guess.
Okay. Well, we'll skip and come back.
If I
Um,
had to guess, I'd say Russell,
all right. We won't hold that against you right yet.
though.
All right. Number 2 is also a dog question. Which student has a dog named TT?
Oh, man. Where was I at when they were talking about their dogs? I must have been paying attention to my instructors.
That could be.
I'm a, I don't know that one either.
Okay. This one you can probably get. It's a 16-day course. On which day did you get to sit in a truck for the first time?
Day one.
Day 1?
I think it was day 7. I think it was after my permit, we got to drive around the course.
Okay. What's the name of the casino in Elizabeth, Indiana, where Ryan works?
Horseshoe?
Correct. Now we're on a roll. In his last job, this student delivered uniforms in a box truck.
That would be Jason.
Correct. Which student lives farthest away from Shepherdsville?
Anna.
Correct. What day of the week did your class go to take their CDL permit tests?
I went Thursday.
Thursday is right. What is Joey Wilson's 7-year-old son's name?
Oh, man. Terrible. I have no idea.
Okay. In the class photo that's on the front page of cdlorbust.com, one student has his arms folded. Who is it?
Me.
I'm sorry, no, it's Jason.
Oh.
Although you usually do have your arms
You have voted in one.
All right. I'll double check that, but I believe it's Jason. All right, finally, which student went to Muhammad Ali's funeral and called it life-changing?
Russell.
That's correct. All right, we'll go back to the 2 dog questions if you want. Do you want to take a stab at who's got a dog named Diesel and who's got a dog named TT?
Sure. If I had a name, I would say Joey has a dog named Diesel.
It's
And, huh?
Teddy.
Dang on it. Well, Joey drives a Diesel, so I just figured he'd name his dog Diesel. And TT sounds like Anna.
That's correct. Yeah, Diesel's a recent black lab that Teddy just got, which was mentioned in one of our stories. All right, Wayne. Well, you didn't do as well as Joey on that, but we appreciate your participation. My last question for you is this. Ken Griffey Jr. or Wayne Meenach, who started wearing the backwards baseball hat first?
I think he did.
Okay. Is that like a fashion statement for you or just a comfort thing or what?
I've just always worn ever since I was little.
Really?
I may be wearing it longer than he has. I'm not sure. I don't know how old he is, but ever since I was little, I always wore backwards. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think
Just than everybody else.
Griffey's in his early 40s, I believe.
I think I got him beat then.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can get a hold of him to get to the bottom of that. So America wants to know, will you show us for a brief second what you look like without your hat on?
Sure. There you go.
All right. There you go. All right, Wayne. Thank you so much for your participation in the whole CDL or bus program and for agreeing to talk to us on these videos. And good luck to you not only on the test this week, but and also wherever you end up working.
All right. Well, thanks for you guys doing all this. It was pretty intriguing.
Great. Well, we're glad you enjoyed it. All right. Well, you take care.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.